Okay, I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
Sona.
it is. Yeah, thank you so much. A warm welcome for all the participants here. So today my topic is on best practices in DellBoomi. So starting from here, so the agenda goes like this: the introduction to DellBoomi, the core of DellBoomi. Then we are going to talk about the process life cycle, then the types of profiles and the creation of Boomi flows and the event-based integrations. So now, what is Dell Boomi? So we know that the Boomi is a product of our Dell, okay, and it's a iPaaS solution which is known as your integration platform as a service, and it's a multi-tenant platform. So any of the things, whenever we are studying or we are learning, the first thing is we should know why we are using this and what is the purpose of using the product. Okay, so here this is a multi-tenant platform, and also it will support for you to cloud, SaaS to SaaS, cloud to on premises to on premises, and also to the B2B integrations. And here in this training, I'm going to more specifically concentrate on Delboomi Atomsphere. And apart from that, also, we have many more things to learn, but I will be concentrating only on the Atomsphere. So here you can see this is known as your intuitive tool, which is your solution towards low code, or you can say it's a free code. So this is the introduction about your Delboomi. So moving towards the installation process. So how to install it? So if I'll go through this URL, I'll be forwarding you this URL, or else you can directly Google it. You will find it very easily. So from here, if I'll click on this, then my site will get open. So here, as I have already signed in, so you can see this. Okay, so you are going to get this site. So you are going to have a free trial versions here, and this free trial only will be for 60 days to practice. So once your 60 days will get expired, your account will get expired. So whenever you are doing this, so you will be. So once you have installed, you have signed up your platform, your Boomi platform, you will be getting one register like this. You will get the the confirmation mail like this, where they will be providing you the username and the temporary password, and with that you can change your password. So once your registration is done, then you are going to get the welcome to Boomi mail, so where it will show you that how to activate your account. So to activate your account, you can click on this link and you can open your Boomi account. Okay, so this is the process of installing your Boomi Atomsphere. So once it is done, then we will go back to the slide here. So once it is done, you can create your account. Then you have to give your login credentials. After installation, you will receive your login credentials. Then I will be talking about the atoms setup once we will do one Boomi flow. Then moving towards the life cycle panel. So what do you mean by your life cycle panel is, like, there will be three things in your life cycle panel, that is your build, deploy and manage. So now how to do this, where it is present. So I'll just go inside my platform now. So this is my platform. I'll just give my login credentials here. So this is my credentials. Okay, so once it is open, so I'll go this is my home page, and I have the work in integration. So I'll go inside the integration. So inside this, you can see many of the things. So I have talked about the life cycle panel. So your life cycle panel is this one. Okay. So there are four types of your life cycle panel. There is a dashboard, there is a build, there is a deploy, there is a manage. So what do you mean by build? So this build will help you to build the processes. We have the integrations in CPI. Similarly, here we will call it as your processes. The next one is your deployment or deploy. So here, what this deploy will do, this deploy will deploy all the processes behind the firewall. Okay, so this deploy, we have many of the things. We have the packaged components, we have the deployments, we have the integration packs. So what is the use of this? Whenever we will run any kind of processes, so it will run only in this platform, but if you want to keep safe for some of the time, then we can make it as packaged components, and we can reuse again for the deployment time. Okay, so in production environment we used to use all these things. The next one is your manage. So this manage will help you to state all the process executions. Maybe it can be your failure or maybe it can be your success. And this manage is of many types. This is like your process reporting, atom management, Boomi Azure, process library, and trading partner management. So in this training, I'll be concentrating on your atom management. Have you remember I have told about your atom setup? So this atom setup you have to do, because if you want to execute your process, before that you need to install your atom. Okay, so how to do that? There are two ways are there. I will be concentrating on that two ways once I will go to the Bhumi flows. Fine. So next one, here you can see your dashboard. So what is the use of your dashboard? This dashboard mainly it will be visualized to your admin. Okay, and this dashboard is of variety types. There is a account dashboard, HTTP status dashboard, and real time dashboard. This account dashboard, what is the work of your account dashboard? So here, all the integration activities, whatever is related to your atoms and molecules, it's going to concentrate on that. So generally, it will be on your atoms and molecules. So what is the meaning of your atoms and molecules? I have specified in my slide. I will be showing you all. So next one is my HTTP status dashboard. So here it will give you the matrix of web request. Okay, how many web request has come. So it's going to show you the matrix of that. The next one is your real time dashboard. So here this one will give you the matrix of real time integrations, how much you have done. So it's going to show you that. So this is my life cycle panel. So it's of four types: dashboard, build, deploy, and manage. Now moving towards the next part, this side. So this is my component explorer. Okay. So in this component explorer, whenever you will create your account, the account will be looking like this. You can go to your settings. You can see the user information, which is in my name, and the account informations. Okay. So you can see this name. So this name is present over here. So whatever the flows we are going to do, the Boomi flows, all these things will be inside your this one, in this component explorer. And this component explorer looks like your tree structure. Can you observe here? It looks like your tree structure. Okay. So here, so this is your component explorer. So moving towards again to the slide. So I have already spoken about the DellBoomi user interface, where you have seen the dashboard, services, resource, settings, and component explorer. So resource and settings is of here. You can see this is your home button. This is your services. So in these services, we have many varieties of services. We have the integration, we have master data hub, because as I have told you in the beginning, I'm concentrating on integration, but you have many of the things to try it out. So you will be having master data hub, you will be having API management, you will be having flow, you will be having data catalog preparations. So these all are the variety services. So how many types of services we have? We have one, two, three, four, five variety of services. Then the resources. So here the resources will be taking forward to the site where there will be the documentation on your current features. So whatever the from the DellBoomi side it used to come, so it's going to present you in the like documentation format. If you have any kind of your issues, then you can go for the support. Then you have a community where you can get contacted with them. And here there will be some competencies and how to do the certifications on Bhumi. The training programs will take you that site. So this is about your resources and settings. I have already shown you all. So now moving towards my slide. So these things I have covered. Component Explorer I have told you. Now creation of component and folder. So what is that? So what we are doing is here, as I have told you, this is a iPass solution. So here we have to create the folders. So if we are creating the folders, then it will be easy for others to view, or if they want to modify some of the processes. So now how you are going to create the folder? Can you see my name? I have created already my folder. So I'll be showing you how to create. Just right click here, sorry, just right click here. You can go for the new folder. It will show you the path where you want to create. Give the name and save. So the folder will get create. Next we are going to create the components. Once the folder will be created, automatically many of the things will get create. Okay, because whenever we will use or whenever we will do any kind of process, that time we need XML files, we need database, we need JSON profiles, we need CSV files. So all these things will save in this way, okay, so that it can be reutilized in other flow. Fine. So if I'm doing any mapping things, that also will keep save. So this is the best solution towards your iPass. So now what I'm going to do, I have to create one component. So similarly, just right click, create on your new components. So here you can see there are varieties of types. So I want to create the process. If you want to create the API, you can select. If you want to create any other things, that you can select. There are many things it's providing, but I want to create my Boomi flow, so I have clicked on process. Then I will be giving here as component name. So let me give one component name as test. So here where it's going to save, it's going to save inside my folder Sonali. So I have created the folder, it's inside that, it's going to save. So now you can see the test flow has been created. So whenever it will get created, automatically it has to take the start shapes. Okay. So I'll just come over here. So before that, you can see where my test has been saved. So it will be saved inside your processes. So can you see here? That will be your test. I have saved it. Okay, I have not saved it, right? I have not pressed the OK. So it has not come over here. Once I will press OK and save and close, it will come and save here. Before that, I want to show you something. I'll show and then I will save it. Moving towards my um, slide. So that this is my next slide. So here you can ask me the difference between the integrations and the process. So process we are using in the DellBoomi, so which we are calling it as your process, and integration will be inside your CPI. So what is the difference between both the things? So processes is nothing but it's a single group of connected shape which will be performing some desired actions. So generally it will be a single group, but inside your integrations, it will be a total integration solution for any kind of particular desired actions. So this is about your singular, this is about your total integration solutions. So now we have here some of these shapes. We have execute shape, we have logical shape, we have connector shape. So now I'll show you where is this shape. For the timing, I'm just canceling this. Okay. So here you can see the three things. Okay. So this is your connector shape. This is your execute shape. This is your logic shape. So now what's the use of your execute shape? So if I will click on this, so you can see the varieties of execution shapes. So what it will do, it will just manipulate and transform your data process. Okay. So varieties are here. We are going to utilize all this. The next one will be your connector shape. Here we have 118 variety of connectors. So what it will do, it will just get your all the process in and out, okay, processes. which one you are going to give in the like source side and target side. So it's going to help you in that. So next one is your logical shape. Inside your logical shape, there are many other things will be present. So what it will do, so it's going to control your flow of data through any kind of your process whenever you are sending any of the datas. So this there are three varieties of shapes. Okay, so all these things are your certification course questions. How many types of services, how many types of lifecycle panel, how many types of your shapes are there. So all these things are your certification course questions. Moving towards the slide again. So here, let's start with some of the Boomi flows and let's see how it works. So as I have already started over here like this. So if I'll save and close, it will get save and you can see the test has come here. If you won't save it, it won't come. So now this test is inside my processes and this process is inside my Sonali folder. So now I'm going to show you the first one. So let's see what is the use of your message. So where is my message? It will be inside your execute shape. So whenever I will start, I will start with any of the components. It will give me to configure all the like the shapes. So now the first one is my start shape. So how to configure? You have remembered whenever I click the test like this, it has opened. So here what I am going to give. So inside your start shape, you will having the types. There will be a connector, trading partner, data pass through and no data. So I will be showing you all these things, but trading partner as it is through the B2B. So I'm not able to show you these things because I don't have any certificates for the any of the client certificates, but I can show you all these three things now. So the first one, I'm choosing the no data and the display name, any of the things you can write over here. Then press OK. As I have already done, so I'm pressing it as cancel. Now next you have to take this message and drag and drop here. So how to do the configurations? You just write the display name as message. I have given the message as hi, welcome to DellBoomi training. Okay, then press OK. Once it is done, you can search for your stop. Okay, so whenever you will get the stop, drag and drop here. So I have given the display name as end. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm going to test this. It is working properly or not. So while testing for the first time, I have told you to set up your Atom installer, right? So you have to, whenever you will click on your test, it will ask you here to download the installer. Okay, so you need to download the installer. That will be your cloud. So as I have already done this, I have here as this is my integration test cloud. So I will select this and run the test. And also, if you want to see how it looks, there is one more way from here. I'll show you that also, how you can download your installer. So now my execution has been completed successfully. Now we will see what's the message, the output. So I'll go to the stop, click here, then go to the shape source data and just click over here. So here, what should be my output? Whatever I have passed into the message. So hi, welcome to the DellBoomi training. This is my output. One. So the message works like this. This is the use of your message. So there is one more way to install your test also. You can go to your Atom management here and it will open like this. Then you can go for your new, go to the Atom. Yes, it will open like this. Here you have only one option as local, but here one more option also you will get it as cloud. But as I have already installed the cloud, it's showing me as it's not available because already I have installed it. So if you, but you for the first time you can see here as cloud, click on that and install it. And also you can go for your local cloud. So how to do that? So you, whenever you will click on that local cloud, you have to install it by taking the permission from the injure, like you have to raise a ticket and you can install your local cloud. So that also I have done here. You can see this is my local cloud. Okay, this is my integer ID and with that local cloud. So now this is the first one. So now let's see one more process. So I'll be showing you now. So I'll be closing it from here. I'll open one more, that is mail adapter. So what is the use of your mail adapter and how to use this? This is one more Boomi flow. So here I'm going to start with the start. I have given the configuration as no data. I have pressed OK. Go to the mail adapter. So where to get the mail adapter? You can search here as mail adapter. So just drag and drop here. So I want to configure this. So now in this mail adapter, just give the display name as mail. It will take automatically the connector as mail and the actions. So what you are going to do, get or send. I'm going to send the message to my mailbox. So I'm just clicking on send. Then connections. So here in these connections, whenever you will open, so it will ask you to have the connectivity. So where you have to give the host name as outlook.office365.com. The port name will be 587, and for the security purpose you have to click on the TLS. Then you are going to use your password, user ID and password. So you are clicking here, provide your username and then password. Once you will give your password, it will, you have to click on encrypt. So it will show you the message as encrypted. Then you just press on save and close. Don't forget, don't do always a save. Try to give it as save and close. So you are going to close this. So once it is done, so this connection will be saved here. Okay. So whenever you are going to use any time, any other time, the connectors and all, see here, my mail connector has been saved here. So this directly you can click and you can utilize this for your any other processes. So that is the useful thing, advantage in your Boomi flows. Now we will go for the operations. So in this operation, I'll just click on here. So my operation will be send, which I already clicked. So that's the reason this is your in disable session. Now from this ID to this ID, subject will be Delboomi test. Disposition is inline. You need to click on inline because I'm not providing any kind of attachments. And the content type will be text or plain. If you want to send any other format, that also you can select. So then next is close. If you want to change the name also here, you can click here. You can click and change the name here. Okay. So then close it. So now I have done my connection. I have done my operation. Then press OK. Then add your end button or stop button here. So now let's test it. So I have chosen my test cloud. Run the test. I have to go my inbox. Okay. So let it to run first. Okay, so now you can see the text execution is completed successfully. I will go to my mail. You can see I have received the mail. So DellBoomi test subject I have given, but there is no message. So how to provide the message now? So now let's again go back to your Boomi flows. Go to the back. I have written some message. How to do this? So you are going to click on the message, drag and drop here, configure your message. I have written here display name you can give. If you are not giving also, that is fine. Message you are giving, hi, welcome to DellBoomi training and this and that. Then press OK. I'm going to give the connectivity. So I'm going to drag and drop here this one. Then I'm giving this connectivity here. Once, and you can see this is not arranged properly, right? So to do the arrangement automatically, you can click on this arrange. It will ask you to save it. Yes, you just save. Now you can see it is arranged properly. Now this message has been joined. Now let's test this. So I have chosen my test cloud. So I should receive one more mail now. Okay, so it is done. So now I'll just go back to my mailbox. Here you can see the contents, whatever I have written. So all the content have come here. Okay, so in this way you can utilize your mail adapter with some of the messages. Now next, moving towards one more flow, I will just close this mail adapter and I'll just go for the disk retrieval. Okay. So now here I'm showing you one more retrieval process. As I guess everyone has done already in the CPI, we have already used this one. Which one? This infinity free. Okay, as we can't use the FTP, local FTP directly. So what I have done is I have created my account here. You can note down this. I will send you otherwise if you have not done this to utilize your FTP, because now here I'm going to show you the use of your FTP connectivity. Okay, so to do this I cannot do it directly because I cannot have the retrieve the file from my local disk. So I'm going to create here the FTP. So once it is created, so you can see your control panel and file manager. So here this is my username and this is my password. Okay, this is my host name, this is my port number. These informations I need to give in my Boomi flow to have the connectivity from flow to my FTP. So what I will do, I'll just start the process here. I have given as no data. Display name, I have not written anything. It's your choice. It's a optional. Next, I need to go to my FTP. So here I have given the display name as FTP. So what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to send it. I'm going to get the data from my this site, from this FTP site. So I have written the get connectivity, and how to establish the connections. You need to go for here, and here the host name is this one. From where I got this host name, here you need to go. You can see the host name here. Just copy this and paste it over here, and the port number is 21. You can see here the port number is 21. Then again the connection mode will be always passive. You are not going to give it as active. This is a passive connectivity. The username is this. From where I collected this, from here, this is my username. Then password, just copy this password and give it over here, then encrypt it. Okay, so once it is encrypted, then you can close it. This SSL options don't do anything, it's not necessary. So FTP host connectivity I have done. Once the host connectivity is done, we have to give the operations. Now I'll just click on this. I have the operation action is on get. So here I have selected as get. Now, next what I will do is, once it is done, I have to click on this file manager and my this site will open. So here what I am going to do is, what kind of file you want to retrieve. So that is the first thing. So here there is a automated file folder created, that is htdocs. So now inside this, you can see I have kept some 3 XML files. Okay, so I want to retrieve all my XML file. So there are 3 XML file. What I have written inside this XML file, this is student1.xml. So you can see this is my file. Okay, one Sahil Mishra and this one. So this is my file contents inside this file. So now what I will do, I have to go to the Boomi flow. The remote directory name I need to give. So here /htdocs. So here you can see the folder name is htdocs. So here I'm going to provide that. Next is you are going to filter your files. Which kind of files you want? I want all those XML files. So I have to provide star.xml, and the transfer type will be binary. It won't be a ASCII code. Then maximum files to read, I have not provided anything so that it can take how many files are there. So this is the way. Next, if you want to retrieve the files and keep it somewhere, you can have the options over here, archive the documents. You need to give the file the path again here. So what it will do, it will take the file from there and it will drop here. So this part I have not done. If you want to try, you can try. So now this is done. So this is done. Now let's try and see. And the last part, you are going to have your stop button, drag and drop here. So let's try this. Okay, once all will be in the green mark, then you can see that everything is done. The execution is executed successfully. You have to go back there, go to your step source data. There are 3 XML files which we have already marked before. XML files are 3. So we'll just see that that files have come or not. So once you will click into that, it will automatically connect to your Atom and it's going to show you the file. Okay, Sahil Mishra 1. So similarly, there is a second file. So here you can see that is it's connecting to your Atom. This is the second file. So all these three files has been catch over here. So this is the use of your FTP connectivity through which you can retrieve your the value inside your disk. Okay. So now next one I want to show, I'll just close this. Next one I want to show you the conversion part, which is known as your in like CSV to XML conversion. And here once I have converted, I'm going to keep it in the different files. So how to do this? So once I have started, I have to keep the start button. It will be of no data. Then I have to insert my payload. So how to insert? Take your message, drop over here. So which kind of message? I have passed my CSV message. You can see here there are, this is your title box, okay, and these all are your values: first line, second line, third line. So there are three insert things will be there inside this table. So now what I'm going to do, this is my message I have given. Next, I'm going to use the converter. Here, you don't have the direct conversion palettes like how it is there in your integration. So you have to do the conversions by using the map. So where is your map? This is your map. So you just drag and drop over here. Once you have dropped here, you can click on this. Okay. So I have given the display name as CSV to XML converter. Now I'm going to map. So whatever the name I have given, so this map things and all, you can see everything will be saved here. See here, this one bookstore map. So this bookstore map is here. So if I want to use this in any particular other processes, directly I can use this as map. So here there will be a edit button. You can directly click on that, select that. So now I'll show you how to do the mappings. So here once it is you have clicked, now here you need to create your mapping part. So what you are going to do, I have told you this side it will be your CSV profile, this side will be your XML profile, because I'm going to convert from CSV to XML. So here you are going to choose it. So now let me, I have selected choose. So here it will give you some profile types. So you have this kind of profile types. There are 5 variety of profile types. So it supports only these 5 varieties. So this CSV comes under your flat file. So I have selected this. Suppose if you have already the CSV, you can utilize, like from here it's getting inherited. If you don't have, you can create your new profile. If I don't have, if I'm creating the new profile, it will ask me to import you just give the name, then you can see it will create, or else you can directly import it. But I have already, so I'm not going to select anything. So once it is done, the bookstore CSV I have selected and all my values has been here, downloaded here. Okay. So next what I'm going to do, this side XML profiles. Okay. So XML profile in the sense, if you have, if you want to see in particular some mapping, and if you want to convert in that way, then you can create one XML profile and you can import it here, this side. Then this is your functions. Okay, so in these functions what I'm going to do is I have some element values. Okay, and if you don't want to use also, it is fine. If you want to use, you have to select this and you are going to give the connectivity here. In this kind of increment basis things and all, I have already, I'll show you in one more. Here I have done direct connectivity through this. Okay, so what I have done, directly one-to-one connectivity I have given. So if you don't want to give here, and in our CPI there is a, in corner you can see the directly one-to-one connectivity automatically it takes. Similarly, we have here the Boomi suggest. So this one will suggest you from where to give the connectivity. So if you are selecting this Boomi suggest, you it will give you the high confidence rate, medium confidence rate and low confidence rate. Then you are going to select, and next if you will do for do, then automatically it will get map with your XML profiles. Okay, so once it is done, then you are going to close this, save and close. Okay, then this mapping part is done. So you are going to press it as
Yes,
OK.
Sonali.
Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah,
yeah,
from
tell me.
where are we getting this XML profile?
XML profiles, you are going to create one. I have here, I have created one. Okay, so here, suppose if I have the elements like this, so I have created here one, like no one. So that's why I have not joined anything here. I have created like some bookstore and book, and I have just given the mapping.
With
This
same
bookstore.
number of elements.
Yeah, that is your choice. Like if you want to give only outcome, like only the record and record, that also it is fine because we want to see that the CSV files is getting converted or not. Okay, so if you want to give in the proper way, you can give, or else normally you can create one XML file and you can upload it here. It's not like mandatory that the same fields you are going to create. You can create any of the things. I have one more different flow that also I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So once it is done, then I'm going to add the stop button here. Then I'm going to test this. So I have selected your test cloud. So run the test. And what all are the profiles I have done, everything will be stored here. So what I have done is I have just utilized all my XML profiles. You can see all the XML profiles are here. So directly I have selected, see this bookstore XML profile I selected here directly. So if you don't have, if you are doing new, then first time you are going to create your profiles. Once it is done, you can save all it will automatically save inside your XML profiles. You are not going to save it. Okay, automatically it will keep and save inside your XML profiles. So now let's see the output of this. There were three lines. So the first line, yes. So here you can see this. Okay, so as I have see this one, this is my child elements name, author, year, price and quantity. So if you don't want to see this, there is one option. You can click that and the first line will not be view for this because this is not our like no actual properties which we wanted to give. So what is the next part? What all are the insertions of to the XML profile? So you can see these things. Okay, this is my title, author name, year, price and quantity. So this XML profile I have given in such a way that where I want to see the bookstore, so I have given the bookstore and bookstore. Again inside that book and book I have given author, year, price and quantity I have given. If you don't want to give this thing also, it is fine. It will come in one place like the child notes. Wherever you will map, it will come inside that. So similarly, all the three things have come. So you can see here one more. It's connecting to the atom. Yes, you can see this is one more bookstore. Okay, so I was having three, so it's going to show me three. So if you don't want to see the first one, what you are going to do is inside your input time, here you can write 1 second. I'll show you here itself. This is into the different XML profile. I want to do it in your single XML profile. So here, similarly, you are going to start it, configure with the no data. So I'm not going to repeat that. Here you are going to insert your payload. So whenever you are inserting, there is like this first line, if you are omitting also, it is fine. Okay, so first line, you are not going to see this. Next is CSV to XML converter. It is as simple as this, how I have shown you there. Here, what I have done is only one
Sorry,
thing is,
Sonali, to interrupt you here. Actually, as Sumandip had that doubt, right? Even I also have that question. So basically, the thing is that what I understand, uh, the XML profile has to be created in order the Boomi flow understands that this is a CSV file which is getting converted to XML, right? So
XML,
an
XML
XML
profile.
profile creation has to happen. Correct. I understand
Yes.
that you have given us CSV payload directly
Mhm,
inputted that, but when
mhm.
you are creating that converter, CSV to XML converter, so there has to be a creation of an XML profile. So that is how the payload can be understood, unlike the CPI kind of thing.
Yes, yes, that is a difference here. So here, this is my CSV fields. Okay. So
Right.
here you have to create your fields, but it is not mandatory that if it is author here, you are going to create the author. So how this side, the person will understand that this is the author name. So you can write your name also, no problem. Okay. But you
Okay.
have to give the justification in such a way that where it can understand, okay, this is the way of like no parent node and child node, you need to create the profile and you have to give so that
Yeah.
the mapping will be done. So that
So
is there
it
is,
is
yeah.
unlike CPI how it does automatically, but here in Boomi, I need to have a profile created already so that my payload can be understood by the flow. Correct?
Yes, 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 here there is no direct conversions are there, we have
Okay.
to give in this way. Yeah,
Okay. All
that
right.
is
Thank
the,
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
okay,
Right.
yeah,
fine.
Sonali. So what if we
Thank you.
directly give our XML file only?
Yeah, no problem, it will accept. You can give your
Yeah,
direct XML file here. Here that
we
is the
already
difference.
yeah have XML file, then we can give, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah, you can give that also if you have directly. We have already this bookstore CSV, already we have the XML, but we have to see how it is getting converted. So this is only the way in Boomi that we are going to give the conversions because in CPI we have the conversion palettes. Here we don't have. If you want to go for any
Uh,
kind of, yeah, tell me.
yeah, Sonali, just to clarify things, basically we are mapping fields here for different formats.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, so here we are going to give in this way. So any other doubts, particularly in this matter?
No, Sonali, it's good enough. Please carry
Oh,
on. Sorry. Sorry about
okay,
the
no, no.
interruption. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there is no, I'll just repeat it once again. There is no direct CSV to XML or any kind of conversion present inside your Boomi flows. We want to do the conversions from the client requirements. So we have to create the profile, the XML or any of the profiles according to the input, and we have to create the parent and child node and we are going to map. So conversion is only possible here through the mapping. There is no other like no kind of palettes here that you can do this. So I hope I'm clear into this. So now I want to merge all the process. So I have given my input, I have done my conversions here. Now next here, so here I have told you that I have to do all, I have to merge all the XML profiles into a single document. So here I have some processing steps. You can select your processing steps here. So I'll just delete this, not required here. So combine documents. What I have to do is you need to click on your add step. Then this one will open. Select your processing step, which one you want. If you want combine documents, you just click on this. Now profile type is XML type because it's already converted. Now which profile? From here directly I have selected. I have not gone anywhere as it is already there. This profile it's already saved over here. You can see this. I have just selected this. Okay, automatically it will ask you to select. Then what I'm going to do, this is the combined document. So I'm going to close this. So now this is the end button. Now let's run this. Till it will be in the yellow color, it means that it is under process. Once it is, the color will get changed, then you can see that it's already done. So now here you can see I have received only one file, one document. And yes, you can see like this. Why I have given the second book, but I have not mapped to get my second things and all. So here you can see everything has come. Okay. So this is the output of this. Now moving towards the another one. So I till now any doubt is there? Please let me know so that I can go ahead. So now next moving towards the conditional shapes, we have three varieties of shapes: decision, root, and business rules. So I'll just go and show you the Boomi flow. Before to that, we have the difference between the decision shape and the root shape. So what is your decision shape and where we are going to use this? So it's a certification course question. So the decision shape we are going to use wherever you are going to provide any kind of your conditions inside your field value. I'll show you how to give these conditions. And also, and here what will happen in root shape, in the root shape, there will be a different root path. So you have to specify the value to the specified field. So which root you are providing, what value you are giving, through that it's going to take up. Okay. So, and remember this decision shape is case sensitive here. So we'll just go and check it out, the Boomi flows. So I have the Boomi flow regarding that is first let's see about the. Okay, here one more topic also. I'll just go and show you this so that I can show you the Boomi flows. So there are some properties which is having the dynamic document property, dynamic process property, and persist property. We have different flows for this, and we have to see what is the use of this. Okay. So now this is your profile types where we have the flat profile, XML, JSON, EDI, and database. So there are 5 profile types are present here. So now there is one more unique question is there, which is your use of unique enforce type. So I have one flow for this, which I'm going to show you now. So till here, let me finish, then I can go for the next further slides. So to do that, for the dynamic property, I'll just close the previous one. Okay. So I'll just go for the this one. So you can see how the use of your dynamic property and how to utilize this. Similarly, I have gone for the start, no data. Then I have gone for my payload. So here you can see I have given my payload. Okay. So now next is here, I'm going to set the email. So what I'm going to do is here inside the input message, you can see that is a email, right? So here I'm going to set the email. Okay. Once I will explain you the like the properties of this, then you will understand what kind of scenario I have done here. So this is my set email. So here inside this email, what I have done is I want the payload, whatever is in my JSON profile, I want that it has to take that email ID. So how it's going to take, how you are going to select this. So first I have written this. So here you are going for the property value, which you are going to set for the dynamic property. So here you have to select your dynamic property values. Okay. And here you are going to give the property name and you are going to select. Okay, so first I will select my document profile element. So this is my profile is of my JSON profile. So you are going to select my profiles. So which if you don't have the profile, you can import it. If you have the profiles, then directly select it from here because JSON profile already I have. I'll just select this. If I'll select this, it will ask me which object I want to select. So go for the object, employees, arrays, array elements, objects. Then I want to select on email. So I have selected that part because I want to set the email. Okay. So if you want to select dynamically any of the parameter values, you have to select in this way. Okay. So in the similar way, I have selected here. I have set it over here. Then I want to convert it into the JSON to XML profile. It's exactly the similar way. So this side the JSON profile has been created. XML profile I have given. Okay, I have just given some input values like this profile I have created because there is no direct conversions here. Once it is done, then I'm going to add my mail adapters. Here I'm going to send the mail and the mail connectivity. It's the same because mail connections already I have done before. So I have just clicked the same mail connection and the mail connection operators. Okay, so here I'll show you the same thing from mail subject I have given inline text mail. Okay, so the mail adapter is done, then end. So now let's select and run it. So now let's see what the output is. You will understand the scenario. I'm out of it. There is very less time, so I'm going fast. Okay. So here you can see what happened. I have selected the mail, right? So particularly for that mail ID, wherever the mail ID will be there, it has been selected that mail ID and converted that JSON profile into the XML profile. So I was having 3 mail IDs there. This is my first mail ID. So which is has been selected and it has been converted to your XML. So the scenario was you have to set the email in such a way that it will convert your JSON file to XML profile, only selecting that field name is email. So I have collected all my email through email. It has been converted. Other fields it has been discarded because I have selected the field as your email. So any doubt in this scenario?
No,
Okay.
Sonali, understood. Thank you.
Okay, so now moving towards the another one, I'm making it little fast because time is very less. So here I have the data process. I have the input as CSV file. Okay, you can see here the first line and then the 4 lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it by line. I have told you that if you don't want to see the first line, how you're going to remove it. So you can do it by using your data process shape. So here I'm going to split the documents. Which kind of profile? It's a CSV, means flat file. So split counts, split by line, and here the header options. If you want to remove the first line, you can use this. If you want to retain the first line, you can use this. If you don't want to see the column headers, you can select, which I have shown you before, that how why that author and all has come. You can select any of the options from here. Then now test this. Okay, so now we'll see the output of this. So here, how many files I have given? All the files by line, it has come. Okay, so the first line, because I have given, I don't want to retain the first line. So that name and all, it's not showing me. So only this file, line by line, it's going to show me. If you want to combine the documents, I have shown you how to combine the documents in the same way. You can combine it, or you can go for the split line by line. So this is a use of your split line by line. Next process, I want to go for your business rule, which is the important one. I'll just close the previous one. It's not necessary. Okay. This is a business rule. Already we have used decision box, like how you know how to use a decision palettes and all. So here also one more way is there. Decision is also there, but business rule is also present. So by using this business rule, actually here Bhumi has provided some rules, so we need to follow that rules, and whenever the requirements will come from the client side, we need to match with that rules, with their rules, that it is really matching or not. If it is match, then it has to be accepted or rejected list, it's going to provide you. So now we are going to use this business rule here. So I have this start, you know how to do this. Bookstore, I have given some payload here. Split document, you know, I have given the split document just now. I have shown you line by line. So now I have used a business rule. Whenever I will start with configuring the business rule, just drag and drop here. Then it will ask you to create a new rule. Okay, so you have to create a new rule here by giving this. How I have created here, this is the new rule. So I have given the name as price is greater than 30. So here the input I need to add. So whenever you are going to add the single field, you have to give some name, which will be shown here. So this path, you are going to choose the path. Okay, so from where, which path you want, whatever the file you have loaded, according to that it's going to show you. So I have given my path name. So now I need to give the conditions. So to give the conditions, here you need to select, suppose I have given already the conditions, or else here you will see the add. So the conditions will be which here it will give you the options like this, then the static value or any other value, then the value. So you give 20, 30, whatever you want to give, you give, then you save it. Okay, once it is done, you press your OK. So if it is accepted price, then it will go in this way. If it is rejected, it will go in this way. This is the work is similar to your decision. So now let's see. So I have given the condition as price greater than 20. Okay, it's done. So now in the accepted list, you can see. Okay, so the price is here 30.0, so greater than 20, so it has come over here. So similarly, other files and in the rejected list also, you can check your files. So this is the use of your business rule where you are setting up your rules according to your requirements and giving you the conditions for that. Then moving towards one more, I want to go for yes. Unique enforce. I have told you about the unique enforce map. So you are going to start, you are going to give the input files like this. Okay, then we have to do the mapping by using the unique enforce map. Okay, so here what will happen is inside your unique enforce, I'll just go to your mapping part. Okay, so this side CSV flat file I have uploaded. This side also some of the CSV flat files I have uploaded. So here what happens whenever we will give any kind of your choose. Okay, flat file. Suppose I have selected any of the flat file. I'll just show you where the option is CSV flat file. It will add over here. I'll just create. Okay, no problem. Here I'll show you. Okay, it has gone already. So I have to do it once again. Okay, so you can see here from path to path, next, finish. So I'll just save and close and show you the output. Then I'll come back here and show you there will be one option called unique enforce map. You are going to select. So what kind of outputs you are going to see, I'll just show you that first. Then I'll disturb my Boomi flows. Unique enforce will give you, suppose if there will be any duplicacy, so it's going to remove that. Okay, so here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. The Karthik line you can see it's not repeated, but in my payload, I have given 2 times Karthik. Okay, so unique enforce will help you to remove these things like your mapping part. So here I'll just select, choose. Suppose I have already the flat files, so I'll go for the unique enforce directly. It will take. I'll go for the edit. Okay, so here you can filter working automatically. Okay, I'll go come back and show you again. So whenever you will select from your configurations from your mapping here, go for the new profile to be created, plus sign, yes, here, choose, take your flat file, okay, so CSV file, okay, it will ask you. So from here, whenever you are adding any kind of your descriptions, it will ask you here, because as already I have done these CSV flat files, it's not showing me the options. So you can click on your unique enforce. There will be a specifically name. So if you click on that, then directly it's going to take for you the, it will not take the like duplicacy values for that. Okay, it's not difficult. You can see that clicking button to that. Okay. So next, moving towards the next one. So I just want to show you the process call. Okay, fine. So this is my process call. So here we are going to call to the next process. Sorry, I'm out of time. So I'm in a like, sorry to take you more time. So go to the start. It's the similar way, no data. Input your payload. Here you can see I have just written one XML file. 20 and 30 I have given the payload. Then I have used a branch here, and here I have again added my process call. So whenever you have given again process call, it will select your new process. Okay, so here you are going to select your new process. So this is my new process. Automatically it will open, which already I have done. So here I have selected add. So I have told you that I'm going to use this type. I have used here data pass through. I have given the name here. Then here I have done the adding map. So here I'll just click on this. So this side my XML profile has been created. There are two options. Okay. So how to select this? You have to go for here. Select your create new functions. So new function will create, give your input values, anything if you want to give. Then here you are going to give the steps. You want to concatenate, remove for the strings. If you want to give for the numeric like add, subtract or anything you can give. All the options will be visible to you. And custom scripting in the sense Groovy scripting and all you can add also here. So once it is done, save and close, which already I have done, and it has been created like this. I have created my own response XML with only cal and response. So I have mapped with my operation 1 here, operation 2 here, the result to the response, and it here the functions automatically it has taken the math add. So I have done like this. Then we have to go for the return result. So this return result, it has to return the result to my previous one. Okay. So this is my first one. So once it is done, I I have come to my first one, parent process. So I have clicked here OK. Now I will go for my return result. So the result, whatever it will come, it's going to add the response over here. This is a new thing which I have not told you. The variable part. So received addition response, give the space, colon, write 1. This 1 means here the variable. So automatically which way is the profile, I have told you how to select. Add the parameters and select your profile types and just go and click on your where you have saved your responses. Then you have to give your end button. Similarly, one more process will be created for your multiply process. You can see here two processes has been created. It is the similar way. So I'll just run the test. Okay, so it is done. You can see I have given the input value as 20 and 30. So this is my output. Received addition response is 50. Okay, similarly for the multiplication also you can see the output over here this side. Okay, so this is about your process call. There is one more, this is also important one, user defined functions. You are going to start with the configurations with the no data, give the input payload, whatever the payload you want to give, then you are going to concatenate it. So I have given the user defined concatenate. I'll just select the mapping type. So here there are my I have some XML profiles this side, and this side I have done my user defined. So I'm going to concatenate. I have shown you how to do this. Go to the plus user defined, create your new functions, go to the write down in this side inputs whatever you want to give, name, age, first name, last name, just map it with your steps. Here you want to give the string concatenate, then you select this, and in the output you can write outcome or result. So the same thing I have written here. I have written here first name, subject, age and all. So map everything, outcome I have mapped with the result. So similarly for the second student also, I have done all the mappings and the outcome will be my second one. This side XML profile I have created, okay, and uploaded here. So this is my UDF concatenate. The output message will come in this way and store over here. So we'll just run this and see how it is. Okay, so now this is my output message. Okay, this is my concatenate message, and this line, whatever you are seeing, that standing line, that also I have given inside my user-defined functions. You can just write, like from the keyboard, you can just type it. There will be no drop-down menu that you are going to select this, and you can put this sign. Any other sign also, if you want to make it as for your decorations, you can make. So this is my concatenation functions by using the user-defined. So this is the thing, and next I want to show you how you're going to add the environments, which is more important things. You need to go for your atom management. So then you need to go for your new, go for your environments. Here you have to give your environment a name. Okay, how I have given the Sonali, here you can give the name. And production or testing, you can select any things, and your environment will get created. Here I have given the production environment. Okay, if you are selecting your production environment, you can it will ask you for the attachments, which atoms you are going to add inside your environments. So I have two atoms, one is local, one is test cloud. So I have selected both the things here. Okay, the attachments, and on which atoms you are going to work, it will also show you the mark, like it is a cloud, or it is your you can see this is your online, right? Like the status is online. If it will be red mark, you can say that the status is offline. It means you are not in use of your local atoms. Okay, so in this way you can create your atoms and the environment. So most of the time this production environment will consume your production licenses. Okay, and your test environment will consume your test license. So you need to maintain that which environment you are going to create. And this offline mode, whenever you can see here, the online means okay, you are in use of this, but whenever it will be in the offline mode, then you can find out like the atoms whatever is present are not communicating with any of the data centers, and that's the reason it will be always in the offline mode. And you can understand that if you are selecting and if your process is not running, it means it's not able to connect with any of the data center. So that time like you can understand like if there is some problem with your local atom, because normally in our Bhumi flows we used to say like the atoms are like your heartbeat. Okay, heartbeat of your any kind of your data centers. So if within the time period if your like datas are not reaching over there, then you can find out like no, the heartbeat has been stopped. It means there is no connectivity in between your atoms with the data centers. So you need to check it out this part. So this is the way of your adding the environments and all. Okay, so next thing, I just want to go through your, yeah, this atom management configurations I have told you. The next thing will be your Delboomi runtime options, which one will be your atom clouds, local atom and molecules, and your private atom clouds. So there are four varieties of your runtime options. So atom cloud is nothing but wherever you will be having many atom clouds for your customers, there will be a database test atom cloud, there will be a like EU atom cloud, ANZ atom cloud. There are many varieties of atom clouds are there. Okay, and all this like everyone will get all the access to your production processes like your database atom clouds. Okay, so that is the meaning of your atom clouds. And one more thing I want to highlight, like all the atom clouds will be always above your firewalls. Okay, so that's the reason we will be able to use this. The next one is your local atom. So this local atom is not in your multi-tenant, it will be in your single tenant, and always it will be using your single node, and also it will be your single Atomsphere. Okay, so this is a single Atomsphere runtime engine. So if suppose if you want to connect with any kind of your like no applications or the data locations which will be inside your local network, so that time you need to install these atoms, how I have shown you already how to do that, to have the connectivity with your machines. Okay, and you don't need to install any of the local atoms for every time for each of the application servers. That is not necessary at all. If you want to integrate any kind of your atoms, it's not necessary to do it always, only once it is enough. Okay, so that is about your local atoms. And about the molecules, you can say it is also a single tenant multi-node Atomsphere engines, and also it will be installed in different on premises machines. we have this option for your on-premises machines. And always these nodes will be grouped together to form any kind of your molecules. Okay. And this is a private atom cloud which will be used privately for any kind of your client purpose. So this is the like runtime options. Next is your event-based integrations, which is of three types: the service enablement, API management, and atom message queuing. So again, this is a big topic. In next session, I may cover this. So now I have a small quiz for you all, like the assessment link. So I'm going to share with you all about this one. You can have look into this. If any doubt is there, let me know, please. So this is all about your Bhumi. I try to cover up all the basic part of your Bhumi. So if you will be having any doubt into this, you can mail me also. You can ask me also in Teams. And any doubts for the timing now? Sorry to cover up very fast because that I have exceeded the time.
Hope no doubts from the participant side. Thank, yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah, thank you, Sonali. I just wanted to
Thank you,
thank her.
Sonali.
I think doubts will come when we'll go through the session again and probably will bother you then.
Yeah, sure, Nitin, anytime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
Sonali, thank you so much. When we'll do the hands-on, maybe that time we'll get more doubts and we'll trouble you that time.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Sonali,
Thank
for
you.
Thank you,
this
Sonali.
valuable
Thank you.
session. I appreciate that you made this session interactive and explained all the topics very well in detail. I appreciate all the team members for being punctual and for joining all the sessions without fail. All of you will definitely have long-term benefits from these training sessions. And thank you for your support and time, Sonali. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Pravita, for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thanks, all of you.
Thank you, Sonali. Thank you, Pravita.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
team.